Hey guys, and welcome to Premier League Player of the Week, a new series on the channel where I discuss the best individual performances and select my best player every week of the 2016-17 season. I ran this series on my blog last season, which I'll leave a link to in the description if you want more details on how this works. It was a series that I really enjoyed writing, but with the posts being quite long, this year I thought it would work better as videos. So the series works by selecting a player from any team in the Premier League based on who I think performed best in that game week. I usually follow the game week that Sky set out for their fantasy football, but essentially it runs from Thursday to Friday, as some games get played late in the week, with many being played on Monday and now even Friday this season. I discuss some potential contenders, highlighting my reasons, and then pick one of them as my player of the week. There is a cap of 5 potentials, otherwise it could go on forever if, for example, 8 people all had similar performances. However, 5 doesn't have to be filled each week, it depends on how high the bar is set. It's important to note that the selections are based on that single week, and I try not to look at their seasons as a whole, giving everyone a fair chance to be chosen. While it means that those who play well every week like Aguero come up quite often, they could lose out to someone like Defoe if the latter helped their team to get a big result, as opposed to smashing a lower club, which is kind of expected from the top 4 teams. I also try and keep it as fair as possible, but I do demand more from some of the bigger players, just because we know what they are capable of. Again, if Aguero scored 1 goal and had an all-round performance against, say, Burnley, but someone from Bournemouth scored the winner against Manchester United, the latter would be more likely to get the pick. The last part is that I try not to just focus on goals, but considering the amount of games that are played and not all being televised, a lot of the time I have to go by highlights, which of course show mainly goals. If I do see a good defensive performance, it will of course be a potential. Hopefully it will make sense after a few episodes, or check last year if things still seem unclear. Now that's out of the way, our lives can get back to normal as the Premier League season has kicked off once again. While it was a disappointing start for the defending champions Leicester, others had the perfect start. Ibrahimovic has already opened his scoring account in his debut match with Manchester United beating Bournemouth 3-1. Chelsea, Manchester City and Liverpool also started with a win, but there were 4 players who really shone out this week. The first was Shaqiri, who scored an absolutely world-class free kick. It was only to equalise in a match where newly promoted Middlesbrough were in control. Their signing, Negredo, had put the home side up until Shaqiri was standing over the ball. With Arnautovic being tactically placed next to the ball as well, the keeper was expecting his right foot strike, but it was Shaqiri who brilliantly curled the ball right across the goal. Hitting the near post as the wrong-footed keeper struggled to reach the ball, it was a showcase in precision free kick taking and put him straight into contention. A defender has also already had his day this week, but he quickly went from hero to villain. James Collins had been doing well to contain Diego Costa all match when West Ham visited Chelsea. When the Hammers found themselves 1-0 down, it was Collins who scored the equaliser. After failing to head the ball into the box from a corner, the ball came back to his feet, which he smashed into the bottom right-hand corner from just inside the box. It was with his weak foot as well, and was a finish that any striker or attacking midfielder would have been proud of. However, a short time after, he failed to get out and close Costa down, who scored a well-placed shot to give all 3 points to Chelsea. It was one bad moment for Collins in what would have been a really strong performance. Finally is Liverpool's undoing of Arsenal in their thrilling 4-3 win. Both sides wanted to start strong, and with Arsenal playing at home they had the advantage, but also the pressure, which clearly got to Theo Walcott when he missed a penalty. He did make up for it a few minutes later with a well-taken shot, but considering the score, that penalty made all the difference in the end. Coutinho had the best performance in this match and of the week after he scored 2 goals. The first was a phenomenal free kick which curled past the wall and into the top corner. There was simply no stopping it as it was forever curling away from Cech's hand. The second was a lot more simple, running across the 6-yard box to tap the ball in, but the awareness he had to get to the ball and leave all the Arsenal defenders just looking at each other was brilliant. Mane also deserves a mention after completely undoing the Arsenal back 4 late into the game for the winner. After running wide, he looked to be crossing the ball before he cut past 2 defenders and rifled his shot into the top left-hand corner. It was a dominant performance from Liverpool, and while the scoreline suggests a closer game, Liverpool were in control for the majority. So Coutinho is my first pick of the new season. Let me know what you think of the series and your own selection in the comments below and on Twitter using the hashtag PLPW. I hope you enjoyed the video and subscribe for more, but for now, that's your sporting lot.